Someone asked me how I have the courage to live life the way I want to live it. You know, spend my days doing what I want to do and just kind of follow my own path. Well, I often have these conversations with people where they'll tell me they're not satisfied with their life for a lot of the same reasons I wasn't satisfied with my life. You know, it feels like when you're kind of in maybe the normal world, you know, in our civilization, it just kind of feels like you're running on some endless treadmill to make enough money to buy the house and get the car so you can go to the work and blah, blah, blah. It's just this endless cycle of busy work, not really doing anything meaningful, right? And I could go on and on about this explanation, but people will lay this all out, like they are unsatisfied with that. So I'll ask them, well, what do you want to do? And then they'll have to say, well, I want to live, you know, kind of more like you do. And sometimes it's like exactly like I live. And sometimes it's like, well, you know, not live off grid, but I want to do this with my life, or I want to live on a sailboat, and I want to go here and do this and live like that. And they'll give these whole scenarios, right? As long as it's hypothetical. But then I'll say to them, okay, so what steps are you taking in that direction? Like, are you doing something to make that a reality in the future? And almost always, it's there. As soon as it becomes a conversation about reality, their attitude changes. Like they get this emotional knee-jerk reaction of, oh well, I mean that's all stuff that's nice to talk. I can't do that for real. I mean that's just different and weird. I mean it's fine. It's fine. I don't need to do it. It's fine. And they hit this knee-jerk reaction because they're afraid to do anything different. They don't want to stand out and be the weirdo or whatever. Here's the thing. If you're unsatisfied with what you're doing, the only way to be satisfied is to do something different. Like it's a very obvious thing, right? Like if you think about it rationally. But people get emotionally trapped. They're afraid of taking that step. And the problem with that is that, you know, they usually think, oh, I'll do it later. You know, maybe when some other people have kind of cleared the path for me a little, then I'll jump in or whatever. Like it's always like, I'll do that sometime in the future. But then you go through your whole life, and then you're on your deathbed looking back at your life, and when you look back at your life, all you see is yourself going, oh, well, I could start living now, but, and then you're dead, and you missed it. You missed the whole thing. Well, whenever I feel like I'm in a situation where I want to do something and it's kind of scary, I think to myself, okay, one day I'm going to die. And right before I die, I'm going to look back on my life. What choice am I going to wish I made when I'm about to die? And luckily, I'm right here. I can then execute that choice. And I guess that's kind of what courage is, but a lot of it is just kind of, I don't know, I don't think about it as having courage at the time. It's more like I'm just having this blind faith in what I think is right. Knowing that, you know, I'm going to make mistakes. And the thing is that it's scarier to waste your entire life than it is to go for it. And I guess that's what it really comes down to.